And you're coming to me like you're all ready to go and you're not. I'll be like, well, why don't you get this, and this, so all your bases are covered. What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is some 1907. That was an ASMR gulp. Check out Intelligent Elephant Carbon. Link in description. Coupon code Russo. Today I'm going to be going into, can you even afford to do SARMs and steroids correctly? So I get a lot of DMs in my DM box at RussoLifts_, as my main is currently canceled for I don't even know why. I was just booted out. The usual here. Anyways, I get a lot of DMs of like, oh, can I, I'm going to do this cycle. I purchased this cycle. And I'm like, no, you purchased the Androgen. You didn't purchase pre-cycle blood work. You didn't purchase any estrogen control that even if you don't use it, you should have AIs on hand in case something happens, so you don't come back in my DM box and stop getting gyno. And then you have to go wait in the mail for the AI. You didn't do that. You didn't do any of the PCT post-cycle stuff. You didn't do any of the health supplements on cycle at all, right? Don't have those. You have the androgen, and you normally have 677 or something, right? Or you have the testosterone. You have no fertility medications like HCG, HMG, and clomiphene, nothing like that to maintain testicular size and stop testicular atrophy. And you're coming to me like you're all ready to go and you're not. I'll be like, well, why don't you get this, and this, so all your bases are covered. The most harm mitigation is on the table for you to embark on this journey that could most likely, it's going to cause some health damage that you will have to reverse out of and harm mitigate, right? That is biohacking at the most extreme degree, and if you don't admit that, then well, you're just playing with fire and haven't been burned yet. Russo's been burned. I ain't over here saying it's all hunky-dory in a fairy tale. People are gonna do this shit, and I'm just being transparent and trying to help as many people as I can. It's just like, do you even have the money for all that? No. Okay. Do you have the money to increase your food intake to keep up with the cycle to actually get the results? No. If you can't afford this lifestyle, don't get into it, because it just gets more and more expensive as it goes on. And if you don't have the allocated funds to where you can allocate that every month and it not really matter, then I suggest you work on your bag first and then come back. I made it very streamlined, right? My TRT company, Elevate Alternative, sign up, fill out a contact request. You can fly with this medication risk-free. All scripts are provided. You speak with a licensed physician assistant for 30 minutes for free, no money taken until you sign up or deny, and then you will be going with your doctor where they will put together your regimen and monitor everything and then give dietary suggestions, as well as fix all your blood work as you go on to testosterone. So I'm already swinging people towards legal pharma that's not going to cause infections and be made in a bathtub, and that you're paying to have constant medical advice from a licensed professional. So that is the streamlined version. Now, if you're taking extreme enhanced underground bodybuilding into your own hands, you got to take into consideration that you need a lot more than the androgen. You need a lot more than the little growth hormone pathway thing you're doing, and take it seriously. I can't tell you how many times it's like, oh, this side effect's getting out of hand. Well, if you had said harm mitigator on hand in your arsenal, you would just deploy, implement, boom. You would start harm mitigating whatever's popping up. Oh, you didn't buy all that. You were unprepared. Well, you can wait in the mail. Oh, can I get off it? Well, it's testosterone, it's esterified, right? So you can stop it, it's still in your body, so you're still gonna face the side effects as you're waiting in the mail. Or, oh, you're not keeping up. Oh, you don't have enough money to buy all this food to actually put on the size, aka why you're risking your health. Okay, I see that. No, I don't. If you're gonna join the dark side, if you're gonna go to enhanced bodybuilding, you gotta have the allocated capital to do it correctly with the least amount of side effects. Obviously, you're still going to face side effects. Obviously, you're still going to damage yourself. But how much you damage yourself is determined on how educated you are, how OCD and disciplined you are, and how much allocated capital you can designate all these different compounds, supplements, all these harm mitigating factors to deploy as your cycle goes on. And the last thing is this is what pisses me off the most, is people expect me to be a fucking genie with their blood work. They're like, oh, I don't feel as good after through the cycle. It's like, well, you just shut down your hormone axis. So what was your hormone axis before you decided to embark on this half-ass cycle that you just, you know, threw yourself into with no education? Oh, I didn't get blood work done. So I'm just supposed to fucking guess your baseline numbers for you. How exactly do I do that? Do I have this, like, I have one of these Dragon Balls and I'm like channeling my chi to know what your baseline testosterone, what your baseline HDL and LDL cholesterol, what your baseline ALT and AST, aka your liver enzymes were? No, I don't know. You didn't do it right. You should always pull baseline bloods. You should pull bloods every 6 months. And like I said, with Elevate, they're gonna make you pull bloods every 6 months. They're gonna get on call with you as licensed medical professionals, and they're gonna go down your blood work and start talking about how your testosterone therapy is impacting your blood work and the harm mitigating factors. So I highly suggest, if you have the allocated capital, to just do it the legal way. If you're gonna do it the illegal way, if you're gonna do it into your own hands and you're gonna put your own health at risk, I would hope when you come in my DM box, I see a very educated retort of like, hey Ryan, I'm doing this, and this. I got my blood work done, it's this. I'm wondering if you have any other harm mitigating variables that I didn't think of because I've already thought of all this. I already have it all allocated. I already have it all sitting next to my androgens and I'm ready to go. Do you have any final words, tweaks, critiques? Sure. I only have so much time a day. I do reply to people for free. It's not that I'm like hating on these people. It's just like, I find it baffling because even when I first started, I was so OCD on making sure I was okay the whole time. And there were a couple times I got my bloods pulled. There's a bunch of shit in the red. Immediately stopped, bought Tudka, flushed out my liver, ran Cardarine, SR 9009, red yeast rice, a natural statin, fixed my cholesterol, realigned my sex hormone binding globulin with HCG monotherapy. Like, I stopped, fixed my blood work, it looked good again, then I continued. If you do this shit half-ass, you will be the example that comes crying online on how PDs fucked up your life. PDs don't really have that much side effects. They just compound extremely over a long period of time, meaning I watch these people get away with shit for years and years and years, then it rears its head. Then it's a problem. All the years of getting away with it are over, and you don't have any documentation of how your bloods were looking like as you destroyed them, and you don't have any ancillary compounds that you're running during it. This is the shit that annoys me. If you don't have the allocated capital for this lifestyle that's extremely expensive, work on that first and then work on the education before you jump in the deep end, or hire a well-accredited coach. I have my old coach, Alec. I still recommend Alec. Alec's a great educated guru when it comes to the underground scene, and I recommend Elevate if you want to do it the legal pharma way and jump through all the pharmaceutical hoops. And the reason why I went out of my way to make that plug happen for you guys is to give you guys a safe legal alternative. But if you are not educated about this, it's not going to end well. And I've seen it so many times, and it's always the people who just, their friend gives it to them, they start taking it blind. You know, he's the biggest dude in the gym. Next thing you know, their dick don't work. They don't know what their blood work was before. They have all these estrogen issues because they didn't run no AI. They just ran the gear, and they come crying to me. I give them some implementation. But if I was coaching and monitoring the whole time, they'd probably get off fine. They'd have like 4 weeks of feeling like shit on PCT. Boom, they would start to feel normal again. I would stop all their testicular atrophy with HCG, HMG, and I would do all the precautions if they have the allocated capital to keep up with all the harm mitigation I personally do with myself to their protocol. Make sure you do things right. Otherwise, side effects will rear its head. Not instantly with steroids. It's not like alcohol where you notice it instantly. It'll be over a course of time and then boom, shit hits the fan and you're left in the dark. I'll see you guys in my next video.